What's up guys, NepentheZ here and welcome back to another episode of Draft to Glory. Once again, did we win in the last draft? I can't remember. I've played so many drafts, guys. Look at this now. We got 48 draft wins. We've entered 123 times. I have thrown away a considerable amount of drafts now, probably along the lines of like 15 to 20. If I get a bad draft, I just redraft because I just want to use the prime icon moments more than anything. And on that note, let me know in the comment section below who your favorite prime icon moment has been so far. That'd be pretty cool. If you guys are enjoying Draft to Glory, you want to see more, drop a thumbs up on the video. That'd be very much appreciated. I really would love to... Oh, God. Oh. Do I want to test out a 5-2-2-1? Do we want to test out a 5-back? Let's test out a 5-back. I don't use 5-backs often. We have had some varying degrees of luck with the 5-backs. Now these, I'm going to have to go with Harry Kane, aren't I? He's 89 rated. He does take up the slot of someone big. And we're not going to get, we get Vinicius Jr. I was going to say we're not going to get a prime icon moment. But who's the left wing? Del Piero, he's 93 rated. Vinicius Jr. 92 rated anyway. And of course, I will, oh God. Saved. Malcolm there. We'll take him because we have now got a La Liga theme going on. And, of course, if we could get 99 Team of the Year Modric here, EA, not here, obviously, I meant here, that would be absolutely amazing. And it's a good start. Ooh, it's a really good start. We get a perfect link into Malcolm there from Arthur, or as I like to call him, Arthur. And people are like, why do you call him Arthur? And because basically when I called him Arthur, people were like, it's not Arthur. So I just try my best, dudes. That's all I do. I just try my best. Now, we could take Maguire, strong links, into Davies there, and I suppose we're going to have to because we don't have much else of anything until now, where we get Eder Militao is good. Brazilians, we've got lots of Brazilians going on here, and he is a great card. Alternatively, we could take Van Dijk and go through that Premier League stuff, but I would rather go for a Brazilian. We never use Eder Militao anyway. Let's get Team of the Year Marcelo here as well, or Alexandro or something like that. We could take Marcelo. I think I'm gonna take Alexandro, or we could take Marcelo that gives Vinicius Jr. the perfect chemistry. So we'll go with him. I think that's probably the smartest choice there. And our final centre back is gonna be tragic. Brilliant. Absolutely useless by all accounts. In goal, guys, we are looking at. I could take Alisson again, Brazilian to Eder Militao, or we could take Oblak, which would work. I'm gonna go with the Brazilian goalkeeper. We're gonna keep hitting on this Brazilian theme. I know we don't have like all Brazilians so far. Now, Juanfran is really good for chemistry, but not the greatest right back. But we're gonna take him anyway. This is a good / bad draft. We've got some amazing players. Arthur, Vinicius Jr., Eder Militao, Alisson, Marcelo, all very good. Harry Kane is also very good. This Malcolm card, because of the boost that he got, is actually a solid card, just a little low on stamina there. It's that back line and that secondary centre mid that we really got to kind of like kick into gear. Let's hope that we could pick something up here. I suppose, I know I could have taken Jonas there. I suppose Felipe Coutinho could be helpful in some regard. Ruben Penna is definitely going to be good for us. We'll pop him in there instead of Harry Maguire. And that's potentially better. I don't know. We're going to need better defenders. Ooh, Grimaldo and Mendy. I've got to take Griezmann for the attack there. Grimaldo's a good defender. Our defense isn't like super right now. And then last but not least, we just need... if I put Coutinho in there now, it bumps up to 91 chemistry. This draft isn't amazing. We're gonna have to hit some big luck. But as I was saying before, if I don't get the prime icon moments, I'm probably gonna restart the draft. And although we've hit Zanetti there, which we can put in at centre back there, which is quite nice. We don't have a single prime icon moment yet, which really sucks. And if we get a goalkeeper prime icon moment, that would also kind of really suck. Let's take Asensio there. Doesn't actually help for chemistry really at all. Our last two defensive picks. I got a feeling, guys, we're going to be resetting this one. Unless we get miracles throughout the rest of this draft. Van Dijk's nice. We can sub him on. Yeah, unless we get like utter miracles we are going to be restarting this draft, because we didn't get a single prime icon moment. And that's genuinely what I'm here for. We'll take the Neymar there. It's not the worst draft in the world either. It's just not good enough. So I'm going to go and throw this draft away. I'll be right back. All right, guys. We got super lucky in our rewards there. We end up getting a draft token pack, which is absolutely fantastic. I'm a big fan of the draft token packs because it means that you actually made profit from quitting in the first round, because you get 1 draft token and then 4 other items which are tradable. So for us, we'll make 400 coins from these, and then 2 discard items. Like, if I got a draft token every time, you could farm coins like that. But obviously, it doesn't work every time. It's actually quite rare that I end up getting draft tokens. But here we go with the second draft, guys. As I said, I just want some prime icon moments. You know, that's all I'm really looking for. And we've got a whole bunch of terrible formations. Again, 3 back or 5 back is all we've got. So we're going to suffer the consequences. We're going to go back into the 5-2-2-1. And hopefully this time, hopefully this time, get some prime icon moments and we get Eusebio. And that's more like it. He is a phenomenal player. And we can link him with Neymar very nicely as well. Soft links in there. That's a 93 and a 94 to start things off. And 83 Bellarabi. So, good way to start things off. And now it's falling apart again. What? I don't understand. I mean, Jorginho is okay. This is good. Be Vieira. Ooh, 99 Modric. Let's go. We've got 4 different leagues to start with. But it's okay, because they are all easy to link. And Bellarabi will most likely be removed from the squad, from the lineup. Hopefully we'll be able to pick up one of those icons. Here we go. We've got some choices now, because Hernandez is actually a very good card to pick up, and it's likely we'll get headliner Lala at right wing back, because he is actually a right wing back. So if we take Hernandez, we can get him a link to Modric, and we can get a link to Lala in there. And I'm going to take Mtiti as well, and go for the French links there, and maybe go for more of a French theme over here. We don't get the headliner Lala, but we do get Lala at right back. So that is fantastic. And now if we could get Marcelo Team of the Year here. We didn't get Marcelo Team of the Year. We got Alexandro. See, Marcelo Team of the Year would have been perfect, because he would have strong linked to Modric and would have just been good for everybody. I suppose our choices are either Tellez or Sandro here. Tellez is a very good card. 95 stamina. Great stats all around. 5'11", high, medium, 2-star, 3-star. And then Alexandro, 3-star, 3-star, but high. Great stamina as well. Good defending. Do you know what? I feel like I want to take Tellez. I feel like even though he's lower rated, he's got 1 more pace point, 1 more dribbling, 1 less defending, but way better passing. Much less physical as well. But we're going to take the Brazilian Tellez. And I did have Eder Militao pop up. If we could get Eder Militao again, that would be absolutely amazing. Our goalkeeper is going to be shocking. I guess we're going to have to take Rui Patricio. This is definitely a workable squad now. We've got a few upgrades that we've got to make here. Hopefully we get some more prime icon moments. And yes, we do. We get Luis Figo in there, which is exactly what I was hoping for. And now we're just a French centre midfielder away. Kondogbia road to the final card would be spectacular to put into the team. I'm not going to take that Vinicius Jr. I don't want him. We will take this guy here, though, and pop him in there. That doesn't actually give us a chem boost just yet. Hopefully, long term, we'll be able to get some better chemistry. Ooh, Heung-min Son or Murillo. Murillo actually does us bad for chemistry, because the goalkeeper loses chem. I'm going to take Son as a sub there, because we could play Son or Figo in midfield. Son's got decent enough short passing, 84 there. He gets a good chem style for it as well with a catalyst. And then alternatively, we could put Figo down into that midfield role with really good passing stats. So he'd be a good centre midfielder alongside Luka Modric. Hopefully we won't have to do that. We could take Hazard. Put Jorginho back in there. Wouldn't really work properly. I'm going to take him anyway, just because he's the better of all the players available. Maybe I should have taken Neuer as a sub. It's a bit late for that now. We're going to take DeMarcos as well, who at right wing back will give us a nice chem boost. And then I will sub Lala on probably into that centre back or even centre mid role. So we've got a few more picks to go. The bench left. We've only got one of the prime icon moments so far. Let's take Washok Szczesny, because we're going to get another defender that's going to help us out. Right, game? Wrong game. Jeremy Matthew does work. He gets 2 links. just missing the goalkeeper. We don't lose chemistry. We just don't have a good goalkeeper. Maybe that final pick will be a goalkeeper for us. Ooh. It might have to be Manolas. I mean, Manolas is phenomenal as well. Manolas and Szczesny both will only get 7 chemistry. Alternatively, we could take Van Dijk, but he doesn't link to anyone. Alternatively, we could take Jimenez, who obviously strong links to Hernandez, and would be a good set for everyone, apart from the fact that I wouldn't have a goalkeeper. I'm going to have to take Manolas. I think it's going to be better, as I say, long term for the whole team. It is a bit of a mess of a team, but we're going to roll with it. We'll take Marco Reus in there as a good super sub. A good midfielder here would be very welcome. We do get a good midfielder in De Bruyne, so we could sub him on. Do you know what? That's actually a phenomenal team. Outside of chemistry, that is a really strong team. There's our silver. We'll take Akinfenwa for the bants, really, for the trolls. And then last but not least, nothing really going on here. I mean, I could take Vasquez if I wanted to get Modric. In fact, I could get Modric on full chem anyway. So, I mean, I'll be honest, I don't really expect magical things out of this team right here. Mostly because we don't have, like, the best chemistry. No one's really, like, horrendously poor for chem. I'm happy that we've got Szczesny at least in on 7 chemistry. We've got a very good bench. Let's put Lala on the bench as well. We'll keep Akinfenwa on the bench as well. We're only at 88 chemistry to start. It's not a high-rated draft, but we do have one of the best prime icon moments in Eusebio. I absolutely love this card. 5-star weak foot, 4-star skill moves. Insane stats. In terms of chem, yeah, everyone's on minimum of 7 other than the left back and the left wing. So if we can get a Brazilian manager, that would be super helpful. And we couldn't. He takes us to 89, 89... 91 with the La Liga manager, 89, and then 91 again with the La Liga manager. So we'll take the La Liga manager. The subs we're going to make straight away, guys. We're gonna be subbing on Kevin De Bruyne straight into that midfield role next to Modric, and I think that attack then will be pretty damn good. We'll have Heung-min Son as a really good like super sub. Not that I really feel like I'd want to take off Figo, Eusebio, or Neymar. And then we've got Jeremy Matthew and Lala as good defensive subs. But to be fair, my defense is good. The thing that's going to cost me here, guys, in this draft is if I come up against somebody who has got a monstrous attack in midfield, then these defenders might begin to let me down. And the goalkeeper obviously being on 7 chemistry. But outside of that, this is a really, really quality draft. I'm going to have to figure out how to use the 5-2-2-1 really swiftly. That is the squad. Let's get into the gameplay. Okay, guys, as we go into the gameplay, the first opponent we come up against got a 4-4-1-1 team. Not too many prime icon moments, but 3 team of the years. He's got the 90 rated Van Dijk and also the 89 Trent. And I tell you what, I think Van Dijk, just because of his height and his physicality, maybe his like custom body type or whatever it may be, I genuinely believe his card is just the best defender in the game. I've got Rafael Varane and he is phenomenal. I've used Sergio Ramos team of the year. I've used that prime icon moments Maldini. I've used Rio Ferdinand, Eder Militao. No one towers like Van Dijk towers. So even if in draft, even if you can get the 89 version or the 90 version, or, you know, should you be able to get the team of the year version, I would recommend that over pretty much anyone, as long as you can get even semi-decent chemistry on him. And with the fact that that Trent card pops a lot and the fact that Robertson pops a lot, it's very easy to get him onto chem. So I would say that. Now, in terms of this team, guys, the team really clean. I tell you what I was most impressed with, and we talk about it a little bit at the end of the video as well. I was most impressed with how overpowered the formation felt. Now, obviously, this is just a draft. This isn't Division 2 or Division 1. This isn't, you know, the final 10 games of Foot Champs where you're coming up against absolutely top-end players. And I made the mistake before of thinking that a formation was good because I played with it against lower-tier players. You know, I used a 3-5-2 in draft, and I had a whole bunch of fun with it. I took it into Division 2. No, just for me, no, it wasn't a viable tactic. You just got exposed way too much. But the 5 at the back, as we come up against opponent number 2 with an absolutely mental squad. 5 icons, 4 of them prime icon moments. He's got the ones to watch Cristiano Ronaldo, a headliner in midfield, and team of the year in goal. And funnily enough, he made 2 huge mistakes and gave me the goals. But yeah, this 5 at the back, it's just... It allows, for someone like me that struggles to defend a lot, and for specifically someone like me that makes so many defensive errors, pulling my defenders out of position, using second man press too much, having 5 at the back was super, super helpful for that, because if I did drag, Manolas well out of position, I still effectively had 4 at the back. So when I made a mistake defensively, all I really did was take my 5-2-2-1 and turned it into a 4-3-2-1. And that's totally fine. Whereas normally, if I use 3 at the back and I pull a defender, I'm 2 at the back. And if I use 4 at the back and I pull a defender, I'm now 3 at the back. And I struggled with that. So the 5 at the back, for me personally, I just found it to be an extremely strong formation. I'm actually going to start trying it in champs and rivals this week just to see if it's also viable at a high end. But in general, the midfield and the attack, it was so clean. It was so easy to score with. You have your 5 defenders, you've got those 2 midfielders, which it is important to have high stamina on those because they are going to be tracking forwards and tracking backwards a lot. And then you just got 3 players that you just have up the top all the time. And you'll see by the goals that I scored, I'm not struggling to create chances. We're into the semi-final here. I get scored on in the 45th minute. We eventually score one back. Here's Neymar, lovely little ball roll, La Croqueta into the running fake shot to the space. A really overpowered technique. That running fake shot, by the way, guys, if you're facing somebody who doesn't defend and lets AI defend for them, the running fake shot is your friend, because all that will happen is the AI controlled defender will just run and back off of you, allowing you a good 8-yard burst into space. So if you're on the edge of the box and you hit that running fake shot, so long as they're AI defending, you're now going to be in a position where you can shoot the ball, which is obviously fantastic. Now in this semi-final, guys, we went 4-1 up and we eventually went 5-1 up. Eusebio here down that right hand side, or more towards the center, into Kevin De Bruyne, back to Eusebio, who shoots and scores to make it 5, and we end up going through to the final. I think this was 5-2 in the end. I'm pretty sure my opponent scored a goal that I just didn't put in. Yeah, he did. So Liamo there pulls one back, but dominant performance from me, 63% possession, 90% pass accuracy. And again, it's really nice and easy to hold possession, especially as we go into our first final, and you'll understand that in a second, especially against people that play drop back. Right, which I do myself. I'm not fronting against it. It's a viable tactic. It works. It's overpowered. But if you're up against somebody who plays drop back, and especially if you take the lead, having 5 defenders and 2 centre midfielders is, again, really strong, because it gives you so many passing options in your own third that if somebody wants to sit deep and then just press with 1 or 2 strikers, you've essentially got either a 5v2 scenario or a 7v2 scenario, if you include your midfielders as well, whereby you can just pass it around the back line and either force them to come out and get off of drop back, or you're gonna just hold possession for the rest of the game. Now into this into the final here, guys, I was creating a lot of chances, and this guy was passing around the back line, and he just quit at half time, and I don't know why. I wasn't dominating. I was creating a lot of opportunities, but he held really high possession, really good pass accuracy, and I was very surprised that he quit. And we went into another final here, guys, against Master Chef City, a really good squad. Team of the Year Mbappe and Team of the Year Kante, Aubameyang and Aguero in forms, Ronaldinho, Zanetti and Maldini for icons. But having David Luiz and Rui Patricio in goal, David Luiz is okay. Rui Patricio is not good enough. Not to deal with players like Eusebio, who has 99 shooting. You're going to need, and look at that for a goal as well, sensational. You're going to need a quality goalkeeper to even have a chance of stopping the shots. So we went 1-0 up with a really clean Eusebio goal after just 4 or 5 minutes. My opponent then pulled it back to 1-1 within a few minutes of me scoring, really. I get a good tackle in there, and that's the danger of manual defending, isn't it? You get a good tackle in, it pops straight back to him, and he scored. And then he scores a really nice goal with Aubameyang. I don't even know how he did that shot. He opened his foot up, but did a driven, arrow shot into the back of the net. Into the second half, 25 minutes on the clock. This is a tough game. This is a really good opponent. We're back and forth. We're having a really strong game. I'm creating a fair few opportunities, and eventually the scoop volley from Eusebio gets me back into the game at 2-2. And then super late on, I queued the pause on about 80th minute, and the ball just didn't go out of play. And eventually, you see me there with a couple of running fake shots and a La Croqueta. We get the cross in. I don't really have the players full crossing, which is why I haven't crossed a lot during drafts. But Figo gets up, heads the ball home, and we take a narrow 3-2 victory in the final, which is spectacular against a really tough opponent in a really good game. That, guys, is going to be the end of the gameplay. Let's get into the packs. All right, guys, so we get ourselves another draft win. That's our 49th win now, which is fantastic. With the 20 to 25, maybe even 30 drafts that we've thrown away, I'd say at least 20. We're almost at a 1-in-2 win rate, which is phenomenal. This formation was fantastic. I might consider using it in, you know, non-draft situations, because it was really strong. Obviously, as me as like a bad defender, having 5 defenders, and I don't know why, like, I always take so long to go into the 5 back, but yeah, having 5 defenders allows me the luxury of pulling one defender out of place and still having a good amount of cover at the back. I played some really good FIFA this draft, really good. Eusebio is spectacular. We got a 4-1 win in the first round, a 2-0 win in the second round, a 5-2 win in the semi-final. We then played a game in the final against a guy who, he held a lot of possession against me. And we were 1-1 at half-time, and then at half-time he just quit. And yeah, I was creating a lot of opportunities, but because of how much possession he had, I don't think I was like so dominant to the point where he thought that he was going to lose anyway. And then in the final, the second final that we played, really good performance from me against a quality FIFA player. You know, we went 1-0 up. He equalised and then scored a really clean finish with Aubameyang to make it 2-1. And then late in the day, I pulled it back to 2-2 and got a cross in Figo's head for 3-2. And we get a really big win with such a great formation. Really, really happy with it. Of course, EA, please. Oh, why? Why? All the time, why? A premium gold pack and 2 rare gold packs coming up. Let's hope that out of those rare gold packs, we can at least pack a board or 2. Would be nice to get some coins back. We don't even get a shiny player out the premium gold pack. Maybe a chem style or something. Nope, just kidding. Okay, so really, really bad. That's really tough, that is. So nothing out of the first sets there. Let me just go and clear my trade pile. Should have some items sold. Yeah, we've got 7 sold. Only 7 sold. Damn, from a whole trade pile? It's pretty poor. Let's read this. By the way, you see here, guys, where it freezes. If you back out before the transfer pile refreshes, which we'll see in a second, that's what causes the glitch for applying consumables and trying to go into SBCs. I don't know why, I don't know how, but when you reset your transfer pile, if you just wait for it to actually relist and reset, you'll be in no dramas at all. So we've got 2 rare gold packs to open up, guys. We've got nothing of note out of our premium gold pack. Just boards, EA. Just boards. No board. Oh man, it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough. It's gonna be one of those drafts where, like on the very rare occasion. Oh, huge! Huge! Not Denis Suarez, although quite huge. We packed a draft token. Let's go! That genuinely incredibly rare. One of the rarest rewards ever. We packed a draft token and now we make infinite profits. We get our 15k back. And everything else is a bonus. That's sensational. Come on, EA, man. It's about time we had something big like that. And we get bought. That's an inform, isn't it? Whoa, massive rewards. Massive. Who is that? I don't even know who that is. I still mean, wow, that's a really nice looking card off the face of it. Hey, I'm delighted with that. A draft token is fantastic. And this Mena card, that's a good card. 99 stam. 98 agility and 97 balance, well-rounded pace and shooting stats. That's a really clean card. If he gets like an 84 and then anything above that, he's going to be a really high-end card. We also get Digne at left back there. He's currently selling for not a lot. That's surprising, but hey, what do you expect? And then Medel, I'll be even surprised if he scores. So guys, phenomenal, brilliant draft. Spectacular formation, good FIFA play in general, a draft token in the rewards, and an inform. I am very happy with that. Those rewards went from being tragic to being fantastic. This, though, is going to be the end of the video. If you did enjoy it, be sure to leave a like, rating, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. But for now, guys, I'm out. Peace.